Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome at the World Chocolate Masters Final 2018. This is day 2 and we have one group of 10 finalists that is working this morning on 3 assignments. That is the molded chocolate bonbon, the chocolate snack to go, and of course a chocolate au noir tablet. This afternoon a second group of 10 finalists will do the same, and that means that tonight only 10 of them will be the final super finalists that will battle it out tomorrow. For now, our 10 first finalists for today are still working on the chocolate molded bonbon, which is a very excited assignment, I think. So, Ramon, you are really a molded expert, a chocolate bonbon molded expert, creative also. So tell me a little bit more, what is this assignment about?
Is about the magic to taste something really small, because it's the piece that everybody tastes today, the smallest one. I think that we have between 10 to 14 grams only, so it should be something really great.
So this is really the explosion, the surprises we will find in our mouth. So what is the most difficult part of this assignment?
For me, the most difficult part is everything, but it's the molding, because in the morning, early in the morning at 6:30, it was really cold, and when I see some contestants molding the chocolates, this is not really the right temperature. So this is a challenge. We'll see on the layers. And also the combination of flavors and textures. This is the most important thing.
So what is different from these bonbons and the bonbons we can find in a shop, for example?
First is the risk, because they have the opportunity to take some risk, to surprise the people. In a shop, you should be maybe more commercial. The public is more generalistic. But here, we have a jury, we have the place, and as I said this morning, we produce prototypes here, so this is the right place to take some risk.
We have a very qualified jury, some experts, so it will be very hard to surprise them, of course, and to see who's climbing to the top. Let us remind our audience is that the contestants had to create their own mold for this challenge, eh?
Yes. They have the right to create your own mold, so your own design, and then fill it with one of the different chocolates from Cacao Barry, and use the painting, so they can pair with what they want.
So, for example, here the forms we see is something quite unique, something that this contestant created.
In this case, it's a double bonbon, so it's 2 molds and just glue it, and this is the right capacity to create a different feeling. So excited to taste this one.
Why would a chocolatier prefer to work with molds?
Because some years ago, the use of the molds is like, oh, this is easy, it's not nice.
Too easy, yes.
Yeah, it's too easy. Today, I think that is just on the other side. It's not easy, it's about design, it's about the possibility to use some natural colors to get the shiny textures.
And how do you create such a mold? How do our contestants started this adventure, for example?
This is about the creativity, so they sometimes starts on a dialogue between different people. What is rich and I really like it is to work with the different people from different disciplines to get a brief and to get an idea, brainstorm, and then
so really multidisciplinary co-creation, in fact. So this is what we will see, Ramon, from now in a few moments. We only have a couple of seconds left, and then it's the final stop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, all finalists. This is the end of the chocolate molded bonbons. Please give them a big round of applause. And that means that except from presentation, they're finished for today. And now 10 finalists presenting the molded bonbons. And then this afternoon we will have our other 10 finalists working on the same assignments, and only 10 out of 20 will make it to the super final tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be there with the third day of the competition with only 10 contestants left. So this is, although a really important phase we are looking at, Ramon, because remember yesterday evening our jury members already gave some quotes and results and points for our finalists. So let's see what they think about the bonbons. And we didn't.
And also, I think that is important in the case, for example, right now we can see the contestant from US is about also to get consistent in all the different assignments. Because, for example, here what we see is a design really close to all the other assignments, the chocolate showpiece, the snack to go.
So there should be also a red line between all the different assignments. And of course, our finalists have to take into account the theme, and as this year's the future. Think about mega cities, edible food packaging, zero emissions. So that's also something our jury members will
of course
keep into mind.
They make a chocolate with a nice combination, but more than a chocolate is a message. It's a message to say, this is my proposal. No, it's a long day. It's a lot of efforts behind.
And here we are with Patrick de Vries from the Netherlands, and unfortunately we're a little bit late here. He's just a few seconds away from knocking out the last few chocolates. It is stressful, it is very, very pressurized environment, but he's getting there. And unfortunately he is behind. Hopefully we can get some of the chocolates out to the jury in good time. But as you can see, he is busy making sure that every single one of them looks pretty and needs to go on his beautiful presentation so that then they are put at best value. And unfortunately, we're suffering exactly the same situation here with Russia, with Artem, who's got a few chocolates that haven't come out in time for the jury. He has lost some time. They look absolutely pretty as buttons, but unfortunately, we have not hit the deadline. So he's now making sure that his fizz, which you can see there, look like tires, but it's like telling a story. But unfortunately, he's not ready. And so the judges will need to take that into consideration. We also have a situation here with Yassine from Morocco. There are no chocolate bonbons. Was unable to finish them in time. He's made the decision not to submit them right now, which is really quite a shame because I know that he had a fabulous recipe to share. So these are the consequences of working under pressure. This is what this competition is about. Unfortunately, it's a fighting situation, survival of the fittest.
Well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy seeing these beautiful chocolate molded bonbons in front of us. I'm having Julie and Mark, chocolate experts, bonbon experts, sitting next to me. So Julie, you will comment on what you see, the look and feel, and Mark, you will be tasting together with Ramon what this is all about. Where do we start?
I think you've got to start with the USA.
Yes.
Let's start with the USA.
Yeah, so when they've done these as well, they've not only just thought about the design of the mould, they've also thought about how they're presenting it to us and the jury now. So the USA, again, we've got a beautiful little plaque underneath, which is all about his molecules, the CH3. So he's just reminding us about that, the DNA.
And that's good because it's something we see recurrent in all his assignments.
Yes, it's gone all the way through the assignments.
Yes.
So we've got lovely layers inside. And we'll wait to hear that in a minute.
It's really good. You see, this is the thing about fine chocolates. It gives you a moment of emotion, you know? So we have the praline, it's soft, it's delicate. You have a bit of fruit, soft and delicate.
The combination of textures.
Oh, it is an emotion. And I think this is when that's why we give boxes of beautiful chocolates. This is we share that emotion with people.
An experience.
Yes.
So
exactly. So definitely has hit the mark on this one.
It melts super fast.
Yeah.
Huh? And in the end you have a very nice taste. I want to repeat.
Exactly.
You can repeat.
Gentlemen, just please go ahead. Do you still?
It's something that you can eat and eat and eat and eat.
Oh, completely. And what he's done also is he's molded it very thinly, so that then it isn't overpowering in chocolate, so that you have the right balance of flavors and textures and the beautiful easy melt rather than a long melt.
Oh.
So he's done a very good job on this.
Which main flavor can you recognize?
I say it looks like a milk chocolate.
Like
Yes.
a,
Milk chocolate. Which I think a lot of people have played with dark chocolate, so
Yes.
it's nice to see a milk chocolate.
And it works with the acidity of the fruit that he's used, you see, because sometimes it can be overpowering when you have milk chocolate, it's too sweet. But here he really has worked out the balance, he looked at the acidities.
A
Well
bit
done.
of salt in the end.
A little hint,
eh?
yeah. Very well balanced.
All right, a good start of this tasting. Maybe go to Belgium if you're ready, gentlemen.
Belgium we go.
Julie,
go for Belgium.
can comment, of course, on what you see.
Yes, and of course, all these molds, like Ramon said, they've been working with Chocolate World to make the molds. So we have one of the chocolate molds here.
Yes.
They're one of the new molds. And you can see that there's 6 compartments in there, and these molds are interchangeable. So this is Eun-Hye's, this is her one, and she's made a beautiful design. But if she wanted to, she could have 6 different designs in one mold, and that's what the new concept is. So our chocolatiers got to use these molds first. So it's very good.
It's very intelligent as well, isn't it?
It's very,
Very intelligently presented in the way in which they make these.
yeah, it's good. So if anybody wants to go and have a look on the Chocolate World stand.
Very smart solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of molds over there. So what do you think about the taste, the Belgian taste in this case?
I can't remember the ingredients, but I get kaffir lime here. So I hope it's got kaffir lime in this. We've got a berry as well, like
Berries, griotte, something like that.
Yeah. Again, he's used white chocolate as a ganache inside, which you would think would be overpowering, but it isn't at all. It works very well, very smooth, very delicate, very thinly and filled. Again, a very successful story here.
Well, Julie is looking it up. I see something red, no?
Yeah, it's some sort of a berry. I think it would be, or a cherry of some sort.
This is a Belgium one.
I'm just checking. Oh, no, UK.
But look at this, completely different than the first one.
Completely.
Just another story.
Is it something you can compare, or is it like
You know, it's
fruits and vegetables we cannot compare?
do you know, a box of chocolates is always varied, isn't it? That's the beauty of it. You always have different flavors, you always have different textures. And that's the beauty of what chocolate can bring to us.
Yeah,
There's
so
always something else to discover.
You've got
So
an
it's our own
infusion.
open box.
That's the richness of the contest.
exactly.
Really go.
And that's what chocolate is all about.
Oh, completely. It's an invitation to have more.
Yes.
So you've got real nice flavors in here. The lime, the lemongrass, the ginger, coconut, and also the cassis in the jelly.
And the acidity of that jelly actually cuts through the white.
Yeah.
So really balances out beautifully, doesn't it? It cuts very nicely.
It's well balanced.
Yes. So well done to him.
All right, gentlemen. Number 3. It was from the United Arab Emirates.
Okay, let's try the Aravidna.
Almost beautiful to cut.
It's a jewel, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a nice
beautiful colours.
presentation.
Yeah.
Very original, very different.
And a very sharp as well. It goes to a beautiful point at the end there. So in here we've got the Lactate Superior chocolate, praline, hazelnut praline, a hazelnut paste, and you've got some crunch with the paille feuilletine.
Very nice when you cut it.
Nice, nice layers.
Oh yes, very
Like the
nice, very
feuilletine in the
defined.
bottom.
Yeah.
And Lactate Superior is a nice chocolate. It's one of my preferred ones. I don't know what.
Yeah, no,
you
it's
think.
Maybe
very
I can
nice.
show it to the camera, the nice layers.
It works really well. And it's very often very difficult to, in fact, get that texture when you have so much liquid. So well done on it, because sometimes most of the time it'll go soggy.
Yeah, so you've
he's
got
worked his very
yuzu
well.
jelly.
Yeah.
The layer
And,
is
an
really
orange
thin.
ganache.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
Really
very,
good, huh?
yeah, it's very warm and very welcoming.
Next
Fresh.
question, what, for example, do we do with the Netherlands, the next one on the plate, which is not there? What's going to happen, Julie?
Well, it's very unfortunate when...
Are we still going to get it? Is he excluded from this?
No, I think
round?
they are going to serve it, but we'll just have to taste it at the end. But all of these little things like not presenting your chocolates or being late on your chocolates, tonight at the end, of course, we go down from 20 to 10. So we have the super finalists going through to tomorrow. So these little bits, these are, you know, not helping really. So thank you very much.
Look at.
Wow, so here's the Netherlands.
Beautiful.
Just grab one, I will give the others to the jury, and then you can start tasting. So, for example, for the Netherlands, for Russia, the jury will take into account not delivering on time, but what about Morocco?
Well, do you know, this is the unfortunate thing. This is a competition at the end of the day. And unfortunately, these guys here have to find a way of giving points. And sometimes you cannot give a point. And that is the process of elimination. As Julie said, you know, we're going to have to come from 20 to 10 this evening. And it is through flaws, bad time management, whatever it may be, whatever reasoning, it happens. That's the nature of the competition. And it is regrettable, but hey, life goes on.
So that means that we will have an interesting, challenging and exciting afternoon and evening ahead of us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue tasting. Julie, Ramon and Mark here in my setting together with the jury members. And for you, in meanwhile, I'm having a little compilation about this group of contestants, what they have prepared this morning. Let's watch.
And you don't get the tonka.
As you can see, a lot of chocolate excitement this morning, and there'll be more this afternoon. The second group of 10 finalists will battle it out. So stay tuned at 2 p.m. because tonight we will go from 20 to 10 finalists. In meanwhile, don't forget to vote for your favorite chocolate showpiece on www.worldchocolatemasters.com. And why not join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or Pinterest by the hashtag WCM Futuropolis. See you back at 2 p.m. Bye-bye.
I'm Chef Julie Sharp. Welcome to the Chocolate Academy Online. So I specialise more in the patisserie side. I like to do the plated desserts and entremets. So what's great about the Online Academy is you can learn from chefs from all over the world. They've all got different ideas, different influences and different backgrounds. There's loads of ideas here for you.
Mi chiamo Andrea Incertivezzani,
Olivier Baert,
Julien Gillet,
Goujon,
sono originario di Reggio Emilia.
For 100 years, KitchenAid has been inspired by makers. The explorers, the creators. You're the reason we innovate and create possibility. So keep making, and we'll keep making history together.